No. It's all right. I'm almost done. Thanks.
Jagger, I'm sorry about last night.
It's no big deal.
Yes, it is a big deal. It was a big night for you, and I let you down.
Hey, so you don't like fighting? I don't like baseball.
It's not about that, Jagger. It's about your dreams and your future plans, and you were trying to share them with me, and I wasn't there. And it's not because I didn't care. I just went blank for a minute. That's it. I understand that you were angry at me, Jagger, but you were the most important person in my life. Please, try and understand.
Why? Why am I always the one to understand? You know, last night I was fighting. And I thought I was making something of myself. You know what I mean? I wanted you to be there. You weren't there.
I know I wasn't.
And there has to be more than me being there when there's a problem. There has to be. Can you understand that?
Well, hello, stranger.
Ah, look who's talking. We missed you at breakfast this morning.
I had a lot to catch up on, so I had to leave early. So did the boys tell you about the fight last night?
AJ did, yes. He tried to cover it up, but I could tell how proud he was of winning.
Oh, he's got every right to be. He was awesome, Monica.
Well, it meant a lot to him to have you there.
Did he tell you that?
Not in so many words, but your support is very important to him. I'm sorry I could have been there.
There'll be other times.
So, did you celebrate afterwards?
Yeah, we went out for a victory drink or two.
Well, that's nice. The three of you could have a men's night out.
What's wrong?
How could you? How could you do this to me? How could you do this? How could you?
What happened?
You told me you loved me. You told me you only needed me. You only loved me the whole time. You were sleeping with Jessica. Did you think I would never find out? Is that what it was? You thought I'd never find out? How long are you going to keep making a fool out of me, Sean? So the baby was born?
No.
Is that what it was?
No. It wasn't like that at all, no.
Oh, it wasn't like that, huh? I hate myself for trusting you.
Please, honey, please. I mean, just you take it easy. It's not good for you. It's not good for the baby.
Don't you talk about my baby! Don't you talk about my baby! You don't give a damn about my baby!
Just calm down. Just calm down.
Calm down.
I can explain.
You can explain. I heard the explanation. I heard you and Mac laughing at me. Poor, pitiful little Tiffany.
No.
She didn't know that her husband had the hots for the assistant DA.
No.
That she's carrying your baby. John, how could you do this? Oh, how could you do
General Hospital. What?
Tiffany, honey, please listen to me for a minute, will you? For what it's worth, Jessica is definitely not pregnant.
What a disappointment that must be. But then I guess this really isn't about Jessica being pregnant, is it?
Well, the point is that I had an affair while we were separated, and I just didn't have the guts to tell you when we got back together again.
When we got back together?
That was the important thing. We did get back together. And you're the woman I love. You're the only woman I love.
How gullible do you think I am, Sean?
It's the truth.
No, the truth is you betrayed me. The truth is that you continue to have sex with Jessica after you knew that we were going to have a baby. Because she wouldn't have been having a test right now to see if she were pregnant, Sean. Don't you understand that? And you also told me that Felicia was dead because of Jessica.
It's not that simple.
Oh,
No.
yes. Whatever Jessica wanted, Jessica got, did she? You even had to justify and try to tell me that I was unstable and I couldn't be trusted. You did that. Do you not find that hurt? You did that. You sacrificed. You sacrificed me just to keep your girlfriend happy.
And you have every right in the world to be angry with me and disappointed with me. But I want you to try and remember where you were emotionally during all that. You were having problems.
Are you talking about my drinking?
Yes.
Don't try to blame this on my drinking, John. You could have trusted me. It was your choice, and you chose not to trust me. You chose to go with Jessica. So why don't you just go to Jessica now? Maybe a month from now, maybe you'll be, having a child with her. How about that? You broke her wedding vows. You broke her wedding vows. And I will never be able to trust you. Ever again.
Jason, your father is having an affair. What, are you going to pretend like he's not?
Look, I just told you I don't want to discuss this.
Jason, look, I'm not trying to upset you. I care about you. I'm your friend.
Brenda, we don't even know that he's having an affair for sure. I mean, even if he is, it's none of our business.
Why are you trying to protect him?
That's my question exactly.
You haven't said anything to Dad, have you?
No, not yet, but I intend to.
Why? What good will it do?
Well, for starters, it might force him to take a good hard look at himself, Jason. Show him that he can't just go on lying and cheating to people.
Sounds like to me all you're after is the satisfaction of watching him squirm.
So, he deserves it.
Yeah, then what? Then what? Is that going to make our family life any better than
No,
it
Jason,
is?
but it might introduce a little bit of honesty into the equation. That'd be a novel concept, wouldn't it?
Just promise you, you're not going to do anything until you cool down.
No, I'm not promising you that, Jason. I'm mad. I want him to know it. The guy's a hypocrite. He tells us not to lie. His life is a constant series of deceptions. And why does he get away with it? Because nobody ever calls him on it. Well, not this time.
Yeah, then think about Mom. Does she deserve to be hurt like this?
I'm gonna tell you something. You ask me, she doesn't need him. Period.
AJ, look, maybe you are going a little bit overboard. It's not just your father's fault. It's Karen's mother's fault, too. She doesn't exactly have a great reputation with men.
It's still no excuse.
Look, she probably came on to him during a vulnerable moment, and he just went for it. I mean, she's that kind of woman, you guys. She would do anything to get a man like your father. That's the same way Karen is. Where do you think she got it?
Brenda has a point, AJ. Look, why don't we all agree that we won't say anything about what we saw last night? Okay, at least not until we have time to bat it around again.
Look, that's okay by me, but You guys, Jake's bar is very public. You know, anyone could have seen them together there. I mean, people talk, you know? People love to gossip about the rich and famous.
I know that. AJ?
I'm not promising anything.
I let you down, and I'm sorry. I know that, Jagger. The thing is, I was really proud of you and happy for you. And doning out like that was wrong, but it just happened, Jagger. It just happened. I just have a lot going on. I think that I just got a little overwhelmed. Can I have another chance? Please.
You don't have to do that.
I want to. You know, maybe I can make spaghetti for you and you can tell me about the fight and maybe even demonstrate or something. How about it?
You make spaghetti?
Yeah. You up for it?
How can I refuse?
Good. I'm so happy I'm not mad at
How could I be mad at you when you're gonna make spaghetti for me?
Well, I thought I might find you two here together.
Ray, what can I get for you?
Well, let's see. For starters, how about a cup of coffee?
Sure.
I'll get it.
Oh, Karen. Have you, heard from your mom?
No, not yet.
Hey, listen, you mind getting me one of those menus, too?
Sure.
There you go, there. You know, that was some fight last night. Must have been a real rush coming out on top like that.
It was a good feeling, but I have a long way to go.
Yeah. You know something, Karen? This guy's a real winner. He learns to keep his left up, he'll go far. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about.
I gotta go.
Hey, Karen, what do you say I buy you dinner tonight, huh?
No,
Nah, come on. You don't want me to catch hell with your mom, do you? You know, she told me I had to look after you while she was gone. Chinese. I'll bring Chinese. I know how you used to like Chinese.
thank you, Ray, but I can't.
Karen, where we...
Women. Who can figure them?
Kind of feels like she's still here.
Looks so much like her.
Yeah. You know, kind of hot. Is there any air conditioning or something?
I can see she was still into art.
Not to mention the dolls. You know, when Lucy and I were packing up the apartment in Port Charles, came about 30 or 40 of these dolls.
I recognize some of these from growing up. Oh, Scott, look at this one. I gave this to her for her 13th birthday. I can't believe she kept it all these years.
Well, it kind of looks like you.
No, it doesn't.
Sure, that's probably why she kept it. I mean, look at it. Blonde hair and blue eyes.
Well, we were going to be ballerinas. Prima ballerinas. You know, travel to New York, Moscow, Paris. The dance world at our feet.
You know, when we were packing up the dolls, we found these old toe shoes.
She kept her toe shoes?
Yeah. Well, they were kind of ratty on them. I was going to throw them away, but I couldn't. Anyway, I didn't know she was a dancer.
Well, it really wasn't a part of her life when she was with you.
Well, there's so many things, you know. I look around this place and I see all this stuff, and I'm sure they've got all kinds of memories to her. Things that I don't know anything about and never will. Because I didn't have that much time with her. I'm here, what, 2 minutes, and I'm getting mad.
That's okay. You know, sometimes with Charles, the most unexpected thing would happen would remind me of him. I mean, just the way a man would turn his head or fold his newspaper. I still cried.
You know what? Maybe I shouldn't even pack the place up. Let it sit for a while.
Well, nobody's pushing you, then you don't have to rush it.
Yeah, but I know what you're thinking. If I do that, then I'm just gonna, you know, these memories just, you know, sit here, and then I'll just stay with him, and I won't get on with my life. And then I'll just end up as some prisoner of the past.
Oh, no, actually. I was remembering Dominique's laugh. You know that funny little laugh she had?
Oh,
I mean, she had such a love of life. And it was all there in her laugh. It was infectious, remember? She had such a joy for life, and I think that's what she wants you to hold on to. I think that she would really want you to go ahead and get on with your life and be happy.
You know, she said those exact same words to me. You sound just like her.
Oh, that's not too painful.
No. I could never object to anything that reminds me of Dominique.
Oh, hi. Hi there. Hi. I don't mean to interrupt, but could I speak to you a minute, Bobby?
Oh, sure.
Excuse me.
What's up, Paul?
Well, it's about the victims support group, you know. I was talking to Steve, and he's going to do everything he can to try and get Audrey to go to a meeting.
Oh, I think that would be very good for her.
And I was just thinking that maybe she'd feel a little more confident if you could go with her, you know, to maybe the first session.
Oh, sure, I'd be glad to do that. I mean, I think the support group is great. It'll help her to get over all that trauma that she suffered.
I do, too. Let's hope she agrees.
All right, well, you just let me know. I'm available.
Oh, thank you. You are an angel. Okay.
Okay, Jason, we're off to records, and Karen will be back in 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Well, good luck.
You too.
Dr. Baldwin.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's so nice to have you back with us, Karen.
It's good to be back here, actually.
Have you any idea of what kind of medicine you might be interested in?
Well, actually, I couldn't help but overhear what you were saying about the victim support group.
Uh-huh.
Could you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Oh, well, the group that we sponsor here is for women and girls who have been sexually molested or battered or, you know, beaten up.
Mm-hmm. Do you find that a lot of women sign up for this?
Well, we have a lot of small groups going here, yes. It seems that, you know, women feel a little bit safer if they're in a small group.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, these women that sign up for this, do you find that they often think that they have this experience and then later find out that they haven't or that they've imagined it?
Well, lots of times their memories are confused and they don't quite trust, you know, these fragmented memories because, well, it feels to them like maybe they are imagining things.
Kind of like a bad dream or something.
Yes, yes, exactly. But the reality of this abuse that these women have known is sometimes so horrendous, Karen, that there's a part of them, you know, that just doesn't want to remember anything. Well, I've got to run. I have a patient. Now, don't you operate on anybody your first day, okay?
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks, Dr. Baldwin.
Oh, no.
What
Oh,
now?
God.
What now?
They found a 15-year-old kid dead of an overdose in the alley. Oh, awful.
15? What else does it say?
Not much. It doesn't even have his name.
What about a description?
5'9", brown eyes.
Let me see what's this thing? All this. Could be Mike.
Oh, Jagger, there's, I mean, so many kids run away. It could be anybody.
It could be my brother. It could be Mike. Listen, I'm gonna go check it out, okay?
Jagger, he's in the morgue.
Listen, will you cover for me, please?
Jagger.
It's okay. Listen, it's not busy at this time. You'll be fine, okay? Can I take the paper?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Jagger.
How are things going between the two of you?
Does the phrase ships that pass in the night tell you anything?
Well, he hasn't been back that long.
The most I can say for my marriage, Bobby, is we are civil to each other.
You haven't told him that you saw him at Jake's with Rhonda?
I have been trying to take your advice and not make too much of it, not make it a big deal. Like maybe Jay were just having innocent fun. I don't know.
You don't sound convinced.
What I saw between them was awfully intimate. It hurts, Bobby.
Talk to him, Monica.
I have tried. He is just so distant with me.
If you don't talk to him, the distance is only going to grow.
If I do talk to him and he confirms my fears, what do I do?
Then you start fighting to save your marriage. It is what you want, isn't it?
I did. I mean, I did. I don't know. I think maybe now we have just drifted too far apart. I don't know if we can get a relationship back together.
Hey, Jay. Hi, what brings you over here?
I was just looking for Jason.
Oh, he's over in medical records today.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go find him.
I'll go with you. So, when's your next fight?
Tomorrow night.
Same time, same place?
Yeah, but Dad, listen, don't feel like you have to go.
I wouldn't miss it.
Dad,
I gotta tell you something. I was so proud of you. I mean, you were incredible. I don't know all that much about boxing, but I mean, you made some incredible moves in the ring last night.
Yeah, well, you made a few moves yourself, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Guess.
Are you angry at me
Come
about
on,
something?
just say the innocent act. Jason and I saw you at Jake's the other night with Karen's mom. That was a hell of a clinch you were in.
I just feel like I've been living a life for 6 years with you, Sean. I never thought you'd be unfaithful to me, not ever. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
Well, look, the only reason this happened in the first place is because I was convinced our marriage was over with. You didn't want to have anything to do with me. Whenever I tried to talk to you, all you did was blame me for the loss of Lucas.
Are you trying to say this tawdry little affair of yours is my fault?
No, of course not. I'm only trying to explain what I was feeling at the time.
I don't care what you were feeling at the time, Sean. I was hurting too, but I didn't hop into bed with somebody. We weren't even discussing divorce.
We were living separately. What's the difference?
There's a big difference. To me, Sean, there was still hope for our marriage. Let me just go. Let's just leave and get me out of here.
No, I can't leave. If I walk out that door, I know how difficult it's going to be for us to find the path back together again.
There is no way to get back together. Don't you see that? You know what you've taken away from me? You've taken away my happiness. And my dreams. The dreams that I had for you and me and our baby. And I told everybody how happy we were and our marriage was
It's because
wonderful.
it was true.
No, it wasn't true. You were sleeping with Jessica. And I was a dumb little pregnant wife who didn't know. I mean, what a joke. Everybody in the world must have been laughing.
Please,
at
honey,
me.
don't do this to yourself. I mean, Jessica means absolutely nothing to me, and I certainly didn't go around talking about it.
Why Why didn't you tell me about her then? When we got back together, she meant nothing to you.
Because I didn't want to lose you. I was afraid if you found out, you'd let me go. I kept quiet, hoping that you would never find out because I wanted you. That's why.
You didn't want me. You wanted Jessica. That's why you didn't tell me, because you wanted Jessica too.
Honey, just calm down.
I can't take any more pain from you. I just can't take it.
What is it? What is it?
You actually saw me with Rhonda?
Mom.
Oh, don't stop on my account. What were you saying about Rhonda?
Nothing important.
She was at the fight the other night rooting for Jagger. Just would have been nice to have you there.
You gonna stand there and let your son cover for you?
What do you mean?
She knows.
About your father and Rhonda, yes, I do know. So tell me something. Is Jake's your special place?
What do you know about Jake's?
Well, I'm ashamed to say I followed you.
You're bluffing.
Let me see. It was a country western night, and you two were doing the achy breaky, or whatever the hell they call it.
Oh, that was, I ran into her by accident. I'd forgotten about it, actually, until now.
Don't make it worse by lying, Helen.
I'm not lying. It was an accidental meeting. I mean, don't make a federal case out of it.
And last night was another accident?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, we were both at the fight. We wound up at Jake's, had a couple of drinks together. Perfectly natural thing to do.
I can't listen to this anymore.
Listen, it's okay for you to accuse me, but I don't get a chance to explain?
I don't need explanations. What I saw was pretty damn obvious.
You're blowing this way out of proportion, son.
Don't you call me son.
AJ.
I'm sorry. I can't. How can you put up with this crap? I don't want anything else from you.
Listen, Doc, I talked to the cops. They told me they found a kid's body, and it's in the morgue.
Why are you so interested in it?
Well, it's more like a sage inscription now. Could be my brother, Mike.
Derek, he's not your brother.
Well, could I see it for myself?
The child's parents came in this morning. They made a positive identification.
Listen, Doc, my brother was in a foster care, which means if these people came here, told him they were their parents, they're not his flesh and blood, okay? So can I see it for myself?
Morgue's very difficult to handle.
I can handle it.
All right. I'm not going to make you any promises, though. We'll go see the coroner. We'll see if he'll let you view the body.
Thanks.
Boy, look at all these beautiful things she had. Lucy, what a surprise. Don't you look all nice and squeaky clean?
Oh, it's amazing what a shower will do for somebody. I feel like a new person.
Oh. Now, why is it that I thought you had an apartment of your own?
Well, she has.
Oh, so she just showers over here.
My apartment was a disaster. It was burglarized.
Yeah, the stuff was all over the place, and, well, we're going to change the locks.
Oh, that must have been so awful for you.
Yeah, but lucky for me that Scott was there. He took care of everything.
Of course he did. You know, that's what Scott's very good, taking care of everything. Tell me, was very much taken?
Well, no, actually, that's what's so strange, you know. They took one TV. They just smashed another one. They didn't even touch my jewelry. The only thing I'm really sure that they took was a metal file box.
Isn't that kind of weird for a burglary?
Well, it's like they were looking for something specific.
Yeah, but I can't imagine what.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, when we'll go back over and we'll go through everything that's missing, and we'll try and figure out what it is they were after. We'll figure out what's going on.
You know, I hope you don't mind, but I would love to volunteer to help, because I would love to get to the bottom of what's going on.
How you doing, Lee?
Hey, Sean, it's getting worse.
All right, you just hang in there. Everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, emergency call. What happened?
Well, all of a sudden, I just got I got this pain that just kind of shot through me.
Okay, can you show me where it is?
Yeah, it's like right in here.
All right, does it feel like cramps?
Yeah, Tony, it got so bad at the penthouse she almost passed out.
Oh, honey, it's gonna be all right. We're here for you.
And your emergency records say you're spotting also.
What's happening with the baby, Tony?
Well, we're going to find out. Just one more question. Is the pain constant or does it come and go?
No, it comes and it goes. It's really bad.
Can we get Dr. Meadows?
Yeah, I'm on my way to her office right now.
Yeah, honey, I'll be right over here.
Yeah,
What?
get her room ready, okay?
What?
Listen, you need to fill out the rest of these
Okay,
forms.
I'll fill out the form.
I know this is hard for you, but try not to be impatient, just for Tiffany's sake, okay?
All right.
Hey, stop worrying, okay? Sometimes these seem as though it's a lot worse than it really is.
It's so scary.
I know.
I want this baby so badly.
I know.
It's not fair. I don't
It's all right. It's all right.
You're late.
Where's Jagger?
At the morgue.
At the what?
He's at the morgue. We were reading the newspaper together, and some 15-year-old kid overdosed on drugs, and he wanted to make sure that it wasn't his brother, so he went down to the hospital.
I was just there. I could have helped him.
Oh, so that's where you were, at the hospital, when you should have been here.
What's your problem?
My problem is that I've been covering here for the last hour and a half for you guys. That's my problem.
I guess it is.
Karen, you know you can talk to me. I mean, it's not a big secret, you know? Why don't you just talk about it, make you feel better?
What are you talking about?
Look, I'd be upset, too. If my mom was having an affair with a married man, that's horrible.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Karen, I saw them together at Jake's bar. Your mom and Dr. Quartermain. AJ and Jason saw them, too. I mean, there they were, macking for everyone to see.
Whatever my mother and Dr. Quartermain may or may have not been doing is none of your business, so stay out of it.
Oh! So now little Miss Virgin is condoning adultery?
Shut up, Brenda.
Look, why don't you get real? What, are you afraid everyone's gonna find out you're not the sweet young thing you pretend to be? Like mother, like daughter, right?
You know what I have been dying to see since I got here?
The inside of just about any delicatessen?
No. I'm really anxious to see that photograph of you and Dominique when you were kids, you know, in front of the little schoolhouse at Serenity.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have that.
That's too bad. Well, you know, I'll tell you what, when you get your apartment all tidied up and you can look for it, I would love to see it because I want to see what Dominique looked like as a child. Besides, Scott, you know, I mean, this is Dominique's baby, and I really would like to see if this baby looks anything like Dominique did when she was little.
Well, I'm afraid all those photos were in the file box that was stolen.
No.
Well, I have a lot of pictures of me as a child, if that would do.
I hardly think that's the same thing.
Well, I do have other pictures of me and Dominique together.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Well, they've been in storage for years, but I'm sure I can have the boxes sent over.
No, you don't have to go through that kind of trouble.
No, it's no trouble at all. I'd love to share them with you. Both of you.
That is very, very sweet.
Would you like more tea, Lucy?
I'd love it.
Oh, I'll have to get some more.
Excuse me.
What's with you and this picture thing?
Well, I bet you the warehouse was robbed too, don't you?
No, I don't.
Don't you think it's a little bit suspicious that the photos just happen to have been stolen?
No, I don't. And if you don't like it, why don't you just go back to Port Charles?
Oh, Scott, wait a minute. Think about it. The only link between Dominique and this woman, Catherine, is those pictures, and now they're gone. How very convenient.
All right, that's it. That's it. You're going home.
No, I'm not. Scott.
Look, let me tell you something, okay? First of all, I have no doubt that she and Dominique were very good friends, all right? And second of all, I like her a lot, and I don't want to give up my link with Dominique. Not just yet. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying here?
I understand.
May I sit down?
I'd rather you didn't.
Well, putting it off, it's only going to make it worse.
All right.
I want you to know that I'm not having an affair with Rhonda. Not even close. Last night was the first time that anything happened between us. I need you to believe me.
The way things are between us right now, Alan, I don't know what to believe. I do know that you should be very concerned about your sons. You have to make them understand why their father was kissing another woman in a public place, because if you don't make them understand, Alan, you're going to lose them.
I tried to talk to AJ, but he and Jason had already left.
Poor AJ. I mean, he was on top of the world last night. You've really outdone yourself this time.
This whole thing's being blown out of proportion. I don't want to lose you, Monica. Not you or the boys.
And why the hell were you at Jake's with Rhonda?
We're just friends.
Oh, please.
We got to be friends when she was in the hospital. I was taking care of her and we just started talking. She's easy to talk to.
I see.
Can you understand? I needed somebody to talk to.
Oh, I understand that. I do. See, I tried to get dates with my husband, you know, to get out of the hospital, get away from the family, just the two of us, but he kept turning me down.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, don't be. You had Rhonda.
I've never stopped loving you, Monica.
Don't.
I don't know why it was easy at this particular time in my life to talk to her. I mean, up to this point, you and I have been able to share anything, even when times were terrible between us.
You're right. Right, good.
Last thing on this earth that I ever want to do, Monica, is hurt you again.
You know, I think it might have been better if you told me you were having an affair. Sexual attraction, I think, would have been easier to take. So we don't have any more communication, Alan. What kind of a partnership do we have? What kind of marriage is it?
Well, you know, just being at the morgue and seeing this poor kid that died from drugs, it just got to me, Brenda.
I should have gone with you.
Oh, you better you didn't. It was kind of rough.
Did they know who he was?
Yeah, his parents identified the body, but I just hate to think what they're going through right now.
Hey, I hate to think what you're going through, not knowing where your brother's at.
Yeah, but I can still believe he's safe. Poor parents with that poor kid don't have that anymore.
I know.
Thanks for listening, okay?
Hey, anytime.
Listen, I'm gonna go back to work. You know if Karen's back?
Yeah, she's in the kitchen.
Great.
I'd be careful if I were you. She's a little bit touchy.
What did you do now?
What? I didn't do anything to her.
Well, I know your track record when it comes to Karen, so what's up?
Look, it has nothing to do with me. She's upset because, well, she found out her mom's having an affair with Dr. Quartermain. What? You're always telling me to tell the truth.
Hey.
Oh, good, you're back. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
The kid, it wasn't Mike, was it?
No.
Good.
No, it wasn't. Brenda told me about your mother.
Guess you can wait.
Hey, listen, whatever's going on with your mom, it's her problem.
You know, Jagger, I thought that after Frank she would change, you know, but I guess nothing ever changes. You know, she makes herself available to any man who wants her. I guess that's what women do in her book.
Karen, maybe you're being too hard on your mom.
You have no idea what it was like growing up with her, Jagger. She was drunk all the time. She had a different man at our house every night. Her whole life was men. I felt like I didn't even exist.
Hey. Her whole life revolves around yours, okay? She's trying to change, even pull back from drinking. Yeah, maybe the worst is done.
No, it isn't, Jagger. It never will be.
The doctor's finished her examination.
Is Tiffany all right? Can I see her?
Not just yet. We're admitting her to the hospital, so it's going to take a while to get her settled in.
What's wrong with her? Is it serious or what?
Okay, the workup said that her hemoglobin is low, which means we have to get it regulated. We have to monitor her. She's going to have complete bed rest for a while.
Then she'll be all right, huh?
Yeah.
And the baby?
Sean, it could go either way right now. And I think that you and Tiffany need to prepare yourself that you might lose this child.
Oh, come on, sweetheart, please. Oh, come on, help me. Fight with me. Oh, baby, please be all right. Oh, please be all right, honey. Oh, my God. Mommy's right here. Mommy's right here, honey, please.
Tonight, Edie's cantankerous mother drops in for a visit. Can there possibly be room for three on an all-new Room for Two?